there is no stopping of Nifty this year. Goldman Sachs bumps up Nifty 2024 end target to 23,500. Today, we are going to discuss the top 8 small cap stocks to invest for the long term. If you are new to my channel, please do subscribe. Also, check out my playlist, Best Stocks to Buy for the Long Term. There are many small cap stocks with high potential. Investors are fascinated by small cap companies due to India's rapid growth, funding opportunities, and government support. Today, I have chosen 8 stocks, each representing a different sector: auto, ancillary, industrial equipment, FMCG, tourism, beverages, media, defense, and metal. Also, I have included the reasons why you should invest in these sectors. So let's get started. The first stock is from the auto ancillary sector. The high growth prospects of the auto ancillary industry make it one of the sunrise industries in the Indian markets. The Indian automobile industry is the world's 4th largest, with the country currently being the world's 5th largest manufacturer of cars and 7th largest manufacturer of commercial vehicles. The auto component manufacturers account for 7.1% of India's gross domestic product and employ as many as 5 million people directly and indirectly each. Automobile components export from India is expected to reach $80 billion by 2026. The Indian auto components industry aims to achieve $200 billion in revenue by 2026. This stock is one of the world's oldest and largest tire companies. It was established in the year 1898 and is one of the most recognizable brands in today's age. This stock has been in the Indian markets since 1960 and since then has developed a good understanding of what the Indian consumer wants and delivers accordingly. I am talking about Goodyear India Limited. This stock is a key player in the automotive industry, specializing in the manufacturing and trading of tires, tubes, and flaps. Goodyear India boasts a diverse product portfolio, including farm tires, commercial truck tires, and passenger car tires. With a strong foothold in the farm tire market, the company caters to major tractor companies such as Escorts, Mahindra Tractor, and others. The recent introduction of premium products, Assurance Comforted and Efficient Grip Performance SUV, indicates a strategic move to tap into the growing luxury segment in the Indian market. Goodyear India operates 2 manufacturing plants, strategically located in Ballabgarh, Faridabad, and Aurangabad. With 9 regional sales offices across India, a pan-India sales and distribution network, and international presence in 10+ countries, the company has established a robust manufacturing and distribution infrastructure. As of the latest financial year, 95% of the company's revenue comes from tires, while tubes and flaps contribute the remaining 5%. All revenue is generated domestically, showcasing a strong presence in the Indian market. Goodyear is known for supplying radials to Formula One cars and also serves airplanes. Goodyear, with a market capitalization of 3,027 crores, operates with a current stock price of 1,312 rupees. Price to earning ratio is 22.39, lower than its sector pay ratio of 33. Stock price rose 17.38% and underperformed its sector by 41.86% in the past year. Debt to equity ratio is 0 as the company is debt-free. Return on equity for the last financial year was 21%. The company is generating increasing cash from operations. It is a good time to consider buying the stock as it is underpriced and is not in the overbought zone. The second stock is from the industrial equipment sector. The India construction equipment market was valued at $7.3 billion in 2023, and it is expected to reach $10.9 billion by 2028, projecting a compound annual growth rate of 8.3%. India's construction industry stands as the 3rd largest globally, following China and the United States. It plays a crucial role in driving the national economy and has sustained economic growth over time. The government's persistent investments in infrastructure development, including national highway expansion and rail network upgrades, have heightened demand for construction equipment and further growth of the country's flourishing construction industry. This stock is the largest crane rental company in India and ranked 6th largest in the world by International Cranes. This stock is engaged in the business of providing hydraulic and crawler cranes to various industries in the infrastructure sector. I am talking about Sanghvi Movers Limited. The company is engaged in the business of providing medium-sized, heavy-duty cranes on a rental basis to various private and public sector undertakings. With the Indian government's major thrust on infrastructure development and renewable energy growth, ASML is well positioned to benefit from these projects. Sanghvi Movers Limited is well positioned to provide cranes to various public and private sector undertakings as well as to major sectors such as power, steel, refinery, cement, oil and gas, metros, railways, and bridges. ASML has started offering value-added services such as engineering, lift planning, and turnkey EPC solutions. ASML is one of the oldest companies in the segment and has the best track record. ASML claims to have over 40 to 45% of the market share in the overall domestic crane rental market and around 60 to 65% market allocation in the high-end crane market. Some of the key customers of the company include Adani Renewables, JSW Steel, BAIL, GRAC, Ambuja Cement, Novaya, Spec, Indian Oil Corporation, and Dilip Buildcon. The average capacity utilization stood at 76% in fiscal year 22 as against 56% in fiscal year 21. Sanghvi has a strong domain focus with adequate technical expertise and skilled manpower. Besides giving cranes on hire, ASML provides an entire gamut of services which includes movement of materials, erection of equipment, assisting in fabrication, skilled personnel and the required engineering services. ASML has about 15 depots across India, thus maintaining a good track record in terms of effective deployment of cranes at competitive rates with due regard to the time schedule. Sanghvi has a strong hold in the form of clients' trust, which is a very big entry barrier for newer players. It has nurtured these relationships over the years and hence been able to work on important projects of its customers. SML's business model is not just about rentals, but also focused on being an engineering solution partner. From project planning, heavy lift engineering, to designing and advising on the appropriate equipment selection for the project, SML's customized solutions enable timely and safe project delivery for its customers. In recent news, the stock has received a work order aggregating to 166 crore from an independent power producer in the renewable energy sector for providing cranes. Sanghvi, with a market capitalization of Rs 3,573 crore, operates with a current stock price of 836 rupees. Price to earning ratio is 24.54, lower than its sector pay ratio of 39. Stock price rose 139.04% and outperformed its sector by 72.31% in the past year. Debt to equity ratio of 0.22 is less than 1 and healthy. Return on equity for the last financial year was 13.31%. The company is generating increasing cash from operations. The company is giving better long-term returns than the industry. It is a good time to consider buying the stock as it is not in the overbought zone. The third stock is from the FMCG sector. FMCG stocks are considered defensive stocks because they tend to be less sensitive to economic downturns, as people continue to buy these essential items regardless of the economic situation. The key growth drivers for the sector include favorable government initiatives policies. Indian food processing market size reached $307.2 trillion in the year 2022 and is expected to reach $547.3 trillion by the year 2028. The Union Budget 2023-24 has allocated $976 million for PLI schemes that aim to reduce import costs, improve the cost competitiveness of domestically produced goods, increase domestic capacity, and promote exports. This stock to benefit from the PLI scheme. This stock is one of leading companies in the non-glucose biscuits and premium breads segment. This homegrown brand, nurtured for nearly half a century, has managed to outperform a formidable giant, Britannia, in terms of sales growth over the past 4 fiscal years. The company manufactures and markets a range of biscuits, such as cookies, creams, crackers, digestives, and glucose. I am talking about Mrs. Bector's Food Specialities Limited. Bector's is strengthening distribution reach in the domestic biscuit and bakery segment. It is also working with Walmart, the largest retail chain in the US, for ramping up biscuit exports, suggesting a huge growth opportunity. Mrs. Bector's Food Specialities Limited, founded by Mrs. Rajni Bector, is a remarkable story of entrepreneurial success and vision. Starting in the 1970s in Ludhiana, Punjab, Mrs. Bector began her journey by catering homemade ice creams, puddings, cakes, cookies, and buns to local celebrations. Founded by Mrs. Rajni Bector in 1978, the company specializes in manufacturing biscuits and bakery products under the Mrs. Bector's Cremica and Mrs. Bector's English Oven brands. Cremica is recognized as the primary biscuit supplier for the canteen stores department of the Indian government. Bectors with a market capitalization of rupees 6,918 crore, operates with a current stock price of rupees 1,172. Price to earning ratio is 54.22, lower than its sector pay ratio of 56. Stock price rose 169% and outperformed its sector by 150.64% in the past year. Debt to equity ratio of 0.22 is less than 1 and healthy. Return on equity for the last financial year was 16.54%. The company is generating increasing cash from operations. The company is giving better long-term returns than the industry. It is a good time to consider buying the stock as it is not in the overbought zone. 100% buy rating from analysts. The fourth stock is from the tourism hospitality sector. This stock is a monopoly in its sector. This company, incorporated in 2008, is India's largest airport service aggregator platform. In India, the number of people who visited lounges rose from 3.5 million in the financial year ended 2022 to 8.5 million in the financial year ended 2023. I am talking about Dreamfolks service. It provides consumers access to airport-related services via technology-driven platforms. A total of 5.36 million people accessed the lounges using credit cards, operating on the Dreamfolks platform in the past 6 months. This company facilitates a range of airport-related services, including lounges, food and beverage, spa, meet and assist, airport transfer, transit hotels, nap room access, and baggage transfer. Dreamfolks has established strong relationships with key clients such as Visa, MasterCard, ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, and major airline companies. Recent developments include strategic collaborations with VFS Global for visa facilitation and partnerships with eSIM solution providers like Matrix. Dreamfolks has also expanded its services through the acquisition of a 60% stake in Vidsar Golf, offering access to over 40 golf courses in India and 1,800 plus globally. The company currently earns 99% of its revenues from providing technology solutions connecting banks and their debit and credit cards with airport lounges. Dreamfolks Service is planning to diversify its revenue streams with the aim of earning up to 20% of revenues from non-airport launch services in 4 to 5 years. Dreamfolks launched its own membership club along with 4 card variants. These cards are part of the company's strategy to diversify its client base, specifically targeting non-banks. Additionally, these cards are intended for direct consumers. Typically, in India, only 1 or 2 individuals possess a debit or credit card with airport lounge access. This prevents other family members, including children, from entering the area. Such travelers can now access launch services for their family members using the Dreamfolks Club membership card. Dreamfolks, with a market capitalization of 2,932 crore, operates with a current stock price of 555 rupees. Price to earning ratio is 39.02, higher than its sector pay ratio of 39. Stock price rose 44.19% and outperformed its sector by 7.42% in the past year. Debt to equity ratio of 0.01 is less than 1 and healthy. Return on equity for the last financial year was 46.28%. It is a good time to consider buying the stock as it is not in the overbought zone. 100% buy rating from analysts. The fifth stock is from the beverages sector. The Indian alcoholic beverage industry may reach $64 billion over the next 5 years. The alcohol industry holds a vital position within the national economy. The alcohol beverage sector already accounts for 2% of India's nominal GDP and generates employment for 80 lakh people. The alcohol beverage sector, with a market size of $52.4 billion in 2021, would reach $64 billion in 5 years, growing at an annual 6.54% between 2023 and 2027. India is to become the 5th largest contributor to global market revenues. Alcoholic beverages are among the top 3 sources of revenue earned across most states. This stock is the single largest manufacturer of country liquor in the state of Maharashtra with a sizable market share. I am talking about GM Breweries Limited. GM Breweries Ltd, established in 1981, is a key player in the alcoholic beverages industry, manufacturing country liquor and Indian-made foreign liquor. The company has achieved significant milestones, holding a monopoly in country liquor in Mumbai, Thane Palghar districts. It is the largest country liquor manufacturer in Maharashtra, contributing 25 to 30% of the total excise duty for country liquor in the state. The company's brand portfolio includes well-known names like GU Temu Santara, GU Temu Doctor, GU Temu Limbu Punch, and more. Notably, the recent launch of GM Black in the domestic market on September 29, 2022, adds to the company's product diversity. GM Breweries operates a fully automatic plant in Thane, Maharashtra, with a production capacity of 50,000 cases per day. Despite facing challenges such as high taxation and fluctuations in raw material prices, the company has shown resilience and progress in the business of country liquor. The company has adapted to market conditions by concentrating on country liquor due to competitive challenges in the IMFL segment. Notably, GM Breweries received a license to manufacture hand sanitizers from the Food and Drugs Administration, Maharashtra state. To address challenges like bottle shortages and price fluctuations, the company has shifted to marketing all sizes of country liquor in PET bottles. In the financial year 22, approximately 92% of the total production and sales consisted of PET bottles. GM Breweries, with a market capitalization of 1,223 crore, operates with a current stock price of 669 rupees. Price to earning ratio is 12.24, lower than its sector pay ratio of 77. Stock price rose 10% and underperformed its sector by 34.98% in the past year. Debt to equity ratio is 0 as the company is debt-free. Return on equity for the last financial year was 14.64%. The company is generating increasing cash from operations. It is a good time to consider buying the stock as it is underpriced and is not in the overbought zone. The sixth stock is from the media and entertainment sector. India is among the fastest growing media entertainment markets in the world. India's media entertainment industry is expected to reach $100 billion by 2030. Revenue of the Indian video OTT market that is dominated by players such as Amazon Prime Video, Netflix, and Disney Plus Hotstar is set to double from $1.8 billion in 2022 to $3.5 billion by 2027. The Indian OTT audience universe currently stands at 424 million people, according to the Ormax OTT Audience Sizing Report 2022. Of these, 119 million are active paid OTT subscriptions in India. The music industry is expected to reach $400 million by 2025 from $199 million in 2019. About 1 million music streams were played every 3 minutes in fiscal year 2023. Totaling 460 million streams per day. This stock is engaged in the business of production and distribution of motion pictures and acquisition and exploitation of music rights. I am talking about Tips Industries Limited. Founded in 1975, Tips Industries Limited is one of the oldest companies in the Indian media entertainment industry. The company also holds soundtrack copyrights of at least 50 Hindi movies, while the soundtrack copyright of each movie costs about $1 million and another $1 million is spent on promotion. Similarly, the company boasts of its own distribution system. It possesses a set of distributors handling only Tips products, an exceptional phenomenon in the Indian music industry as mostly distributors are found dabbling in the product of more than one record label. The company has produced and released around 40 Hindi films in the past 20 years and also sells the theatrical, satellite, and various other rights to distributors, broadcasters, etc. The company earns 100% of its revenue from license fees. 75% of the revenue is from digital platforms, wherein 45 to 50% is through YouTube, and remaining 25 to 30% through other digital platforms. The remaining 25% is generated through TV and public performances. The company also has offices located in the United States, Dubai, and England where it operates via its licenses. The co has a presence across platforms like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Moj, Spotify, iTunes, JioSaavn, Prime Music, ShareChat, and a few more. As of March 2023, on YouTube, Tips Music has 82 million plus subscribers with 112.7 billion views. The company spent 6% of the total revenues, 8.3 crores, in fiscal year 22 and 5% of the revenues, 4.5 crores, in fiscal year 21 on advertisement expenses. The company has curated and maintained an extensive collection of music from the late 1980s up till now. Its large and diversified music library has a collection of over 29,000 songs across all genres and major languages. Tips Industries, with a market capitalization of 4,658 crores, operates with a current stock price of 374 rupees. Price to earning ratio is 45.72, higher than its sector pay ratio of 27.08. Stock price rose 118.78% and outperformed its sector by 68.97% in the past year. Debt to equity ratio is 0 as the company is debt-free. Return on equity for the last financial year was 56.19%. The company is generating increasing cash from operations. The company is giving better long-term returns than the industry. It is a good time to consider buying the stock as it is not in the overbought zone. The seventh stock is from the defense sector. The government has identified the defense and aerospace sector as a focus area for the Atmanirbhar Bharat or Self-Reliant India initiative. The Ministry of Defence has set a target of achieving a turnover of Indian rupees 1,75,000 crore in aerospace and defence manufacturing by 2025, which includes exports of Indian rupees 35,000 crore. Also check out our best defence stocks for 2024. Click the link above. The industry gets Indian rupees 5,94,000 crore in budget 2023-24, a jump of 13% over the previous year. This stock is the only listed drone manufacturing company in the country. There has been a big surge in drone usage in the country, and drone companies touched 50 billion in investments in 2023. This stock is a leader with 50% market share in the drone sector. I am talking about Ideaforge Technology Limited. This stock's business profile is diverse, manufacturing unmanned aircraft vehicles tailored for mapping, security surveillance. These drones boast a wide range of capabilities, from mining area planning to mapping applications. The company's drones play a crucial role in boosting operations for construction and real estate, while also aiding defense forces in intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance operations along borders. With an in-house manufacturing facility in Navi Mumbai, Maharashtra, spanning 21,000 square feet, Ideaforge maintains control over the entire production process, ensuring quality and reliability. They are ranked 7th globally in the dual-use category by Drone Industry Insights. The revenue is primarily product-driven, with 90.5% from the sale of products in 2023. The company also generates income from services, with civil and defense sectors contributing 21.5% and 69.5%, respectively. Ideaforge, with a market capitalization of Indian rupees 3,422 crore, operates with a current stock price of Indian rupees 790. Price to earning ratio is 525, higher than its sector pay ratio of 43.64. Stock price rose 17.51% and underperformed its sector by 57.64% in the past year. Debt to equity ratio of 0.27 is less than 1 and healthy. Return on equity for the last financial year was 9.85%. This stock is a newly listed share, and hence the high pay. Analysts appear to be bullish about the fundamentals of the company and its future potential. Keep this stock in your watch list. The eighth stock is from the metal sector. India imports most of its bimetal strips from Japan, China, and Poland and is the largest importer of bimetal strips in the world. This stock holds 90% market share in thermostatic bimetal and trimetal strips and 15% of the global market. I am talking about Shivalik Bimetal Controls Limited. The company engages in the manufacturing and sales of thermostatic bimetal trimetal strips, components, and a variety of electron beam welded products. The company has established clients like Honeywell, Siemens, LT, Havels, etc. The company is one of the few, in some cases the only one, local suppliers of bimetals to many MNC companies. Shivalik Bimetal Controls is among the few domestic manufacturers of bimetals and shunts, giving them a unique position in the market. Their proficiency in joining metals through diffusion bonding, electron beam welding, and other methods set them apart. Shivalik's products are integral to industries such as electronics, automotive, domestic appliances, medical, industrial, agricultural, and animal husbandry appliances. With products exported to over 40 countries worldwide, Shivalik has firmly established itself as a global player in the industry. In the fiscal year 2022, shunt resistors accounted for 52% of the revenue, while thermostatic bimetal trimetal strips contributed 46%. Geographically, America, Europe, India, and others make up the revenue split, with notable growth in the American market. The company is also working with defense sector companies. The company has also been able to break into the EV space. There are two major competitive advantages for the company. First is that they seem to have been early entrants in the manufacturing of shunt resistors of BMAs for EV, which can be on account of technology. The second competitive advantage that the company seems to have is on account of their relationship with the customer. The company seems to have an established R&D and has continuously come up with new products. In recent news, Shivalik has signed an agreement with a Switzerland firm to manufacture and sale of electrical contacts in India. Shivalik Bimetal Controls, with a market capitalization of 3,465 crore, operates with a current stock value of 605 rupees. Price to earning ratio is 43, higher than its sector pay ratio of 17.25. Stock value rose 46.56% and underperformed its sector by 43.64% in the past year. Debt to equity ratio of 0.22 is less than 1 and healthy. Return on equity for the last financial year was 29.79%. The company is giving better long-term returns than the industry. It is a good time to consider buying the stock as it is not in the overbought zone. Remember, always conduct thorough research before making investment decisions. I hope you found this video informative and subscribe to our channel for more informative videos.